humans in the world have to struggle daily for their survival. Agro-based nations, especially the developing ones, are in fact facing challenges in trying to increase the productivity of the agriculture and livestock sectors while coping with the growing world's population. The biggest challenges are natural disasters resulting from climate change experienced in the last decade, like floods, earthquakes, tsunami waves, forest fires, drought, etc., all affecting the agricultural and meat production. Food and Agriculture Organization (FAO) of the United Nations estimated that a population of 1.9 billion were affected, with a loss of about $494 billion in the developing countries due to natural disasters during 2013. Among these, 22% of the total economy affected came from the agriculture, livestock, fishery and forestry sectors of the developing countries. It also states that in the total loss, agriculture constitutes 42% and livestock 36%. Such conditions highlight the need for disaster risk reduction and resilience building in the agriculture and livestock sectors. It was also found out that the present humanitarian aid and official development assistance are still not enough compared to the damage caused. Hence, more investment is needed for the disaster risk reduction activities in the building or resilience of the livelihood and the system of food production of the rural dwellers. According to FAO, one out of every 9 persons is suffering from malnutrition. It is estimated that the world's gradually growing population will reach 9.6 billion in 2050. So, to be able to keep up a sustainable productivity growth, we need to change appropriately to a food production system that is resilient to climate change and sustainable. This is the effective way to sustain and promote the ecosystem and the socio-economic life of the rural dwellers and to reduce greenhouse gas emission. So, climate is changing. Food and Agriculture Mess 2 is the motto mark for this year World Food Day by FAO. Myanmar, like any other countries, is facing natural disasters almost every year. Rising temperatures, food and droughts all contribute towards a drop in crops, inundation of farmlands, bone dryness, the spread of pests and diseases to domestic animals, loss in fishery sector, etc. The Ministry of Agriculture, Livestock and Irrigation, together with the related ministries and the respective governments of the states and regions, is distributing crop seeds, fertilizers and fingerlings, providing services for plowing and vaccination of livestock against diseases. On the other hand, awareness-raising programs are being held for the utilization of weather-resistant, saline-resistant, flood and drought-resistant, and heat and pest-resistant varieties to change over the appropriate crops, cultivation season and system according to the weather patterns, effective methods of storing water and areas heavy storage of water, and to adopt climate-smart agriculture. In doing so, the state and private sector may cooperate and facilitate in the availability of the accessibility to high-quality seeds and fertilizers, good transportation system for the rural areas to the market, and direct access to the market. The majority that constitutes 30% of Myanmar GDP in the agriculture sector are the small land owners, the peasants. The government is laying down plans region-wise to improve and is endeavoring in the area with possible for the peasants, the majority of the populace, to gain profit from their cultivation. To produce and distribute quality crops and high-yielding quality seeds, dissemination of modern agricultural practices, development or research works, and transformation of farmlands scientifically and widespread of mechanized farming are all being carried out. Moreover, farming quality species for local food sufficiencies and also for export in the fishery sector, access to investment, emergence of fish farming, and a managerial scale for income generation, stability of the price of meat, and applications of modern farming techniques are also being encouraged in the fishery and rural sectors. Associations have also been established with the view to promote the fish farming and production business. In addition, sustainable development of rural infrastructures, all-weather roads for transportation, and availability and sufficiency of clean drinking water have all been facilitated. On the other hand, the cooperative society also gives microloans with low rates of interest to the rural people for their source of livelihood, including agriculture, farms, and fishery implements that can be purchased on installment, and by setting up farm product cooperatives and agriculture and livestock breeding cooperatives to be included in the value-related circle are all being done. Conservation of forests to preserve the natural environments and combat climate change, conservation of biodiversity, reforestation, establishment of community forest, and watershed area cultivations have all been carried out too. 2016 has also been marked as the International Year of Beans and Pulses by the 68th UN Summit. For food sufficiency and nutrition of the rural people, beans and pulses are a source containing protein and other nutrients that can be bought at an affordable price and stored for long. Besides, beans and pulses can protect against nutrition deficiency ailments and can also enhance the quality of the soil by providing nitrogen. As such, it can contribute greatly towards the reduction of inorganic fertilizers and thence to carbon emission. Beans and pulses are being grown on 190 million hectares worldwide. Myanmar is the highest producer of beans and pulses among the ASEAN member nations, exporting and at present growing on over 11 million acres or 4.5 hectares yearly. By applying modern methods in the cultivation of export quality beans and pulses to promote its productivity, it will contribute greatly towards local food sufficiency, nutrition, and earning foreign exchange as it cost-effective, nutritious, and fetches good price. Just as the role of the stakeholders involved in the development of the agricultural and rural sectors is important, so also is the strength of their harmonious cooperation, common aim, the mutual understanding. Then, only will it be effective ensuring success in the elimination of poverty and in the development of all the undertakings. In conclusion, we would like to urge everyone to join hands in our fight against all the contributing factors towards food protection constraints like internet problems, causing instability, natural disasters, and environmental conservation issues being faced by today's world and strive unanimously for the change in the system of the protection of food conforming to climate change. Thank you.